Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Next, double honors to the head apostles and elders of great millstone, the one that taught me the 100% truth according to the Bible. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akims. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith, regardless of people here for a bear. What season are we in? That should be the question. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season. Winter, spring, summer, and fall, right? All of them come in their respective order, right? This is the order of things, right? And a time to every purpose under the heaven. So everything serves its purpose, right? Everything that you see serves a purpose. It serves whose purpose though? Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Everything that you see going on is being ordained and orchestrated by the God of the Bible. Don't nothing happen unless the God of the Bible, look, orchestrates it or sanctions it, man. Alright? We're proving what season we're in. If you're looking, if you're watching, you should already know what season we're in. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. A people that has been oppressed for 500 years, you think they're just going to sit down forever? Nah. But the scriptures tell us also, be ye angry and sin not. So we're in that season, man. Let's jump down though. Verse 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 7. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. These are different seasons. It's a time to rend, it's a time to sow. It's a time to keep silence. And most definitely, we're in the time to speak. That's why you see the men of the Lord scattered throughout the four corners of the earth speaking the words of the Bible. Because we're in that season. But seasons change. Seasons show no change. So the season that we're in now, the season of speaking, is slowly but surely changing. And after the speaking, come the hunting. A time to love. Now, it is a time to love. It's a season for that. And a time to hate. Look, you see what season we're in? Plus, the nation of Israel has always been hated by the whole world. But then when the Israelites show hate, then, oh yeah, it's a problem. Now, we can hate y'all, but y'all might not think about hating nobody else. Well, we're in that season now. We're in the season of hate, man. Once again, the Israelites have always been hated by every nation up under the heavens, man. You got 18 nations that was created. 17 of them are heathen nations. And all these other nations have been hating on the children of Israel for hundreds and hundreds of years. So we're in the time of hate. We're in the season of hate. A time of war and a time of peace. We're in that season. We're in the season of war. And war brings forth peace. The only way you're going to have peace is through war, man. That's why the Lord just told us to just preach this word, wait on Him. We're in the season of this place burning. People think we're in this season of peace. No, we're not in the season of peace. That Ben went out the door. You can marching ain't gonna change nothing, Israel. Taking heed to the words of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, that's gonna change something. You look, you Israelites, y'all won't change. Y'all seeking change, right? Turn back to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, and you'll see some change. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. Destruction cometh. That's the season that we're in. That's the season that we're in, Israel. Destruction cometh. And they shall seek peace. Remember, we read there's a time of peace. It's a time of war. Well, you're seeking peace when we're in the time of war. And there shall be none. You seeking for peace, you doing all this marching, but guess what? It ain't gonna be no peace. Do you not see that? They haven't given you peace in 500 years, and that's a long ass time too. 500 years of being oppressed, of being mocked at, laughed at, put down, let down, held back. And you think all of a sudden, come on man, it's all a facade. But one thing I can say through the spirit of Yahweh by Shemiah Shai, Yahweh by Shemiah Shai's counsel is going to stand. Everything that you see going on now was orchestrated by the God of the Bible. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none, Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, look, you're not going to get peace here. It won't never meant for us to get peace in this stolen land. Don't you know? Look, this land is stolen. This land can't be cleansed. It can't be cleaned up. The only thing that's going to clean this land up is them nukes, man. You still marching for peace when this land is defiled. And this land will never be cleansed. Never. Too much blood shed. That's what it is. Too much blood has been shed on the land of America. So it will never be cleansed. No matter how many marches you do and so forth and so on. No, this place is through. Numbers chapter 35 verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood, it defiles the land. So this land is all the slaughtering that went on over here in this land. This land is showing up defiled. I don't care how hard it rains. That blood ain't going to be washed away. Everywhere you go, whatever city you go, whatever street you walk down, Israelite blood has been shed on this land. So all the marching in the world ain't going to change the fact of what happened and what's getting ready to happen. So you shall not pollute the land wherein you are. For blood, the Israelite blood, Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian blood. Right? Defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed. You can't cleanse it. All the man, I'm walking in the world. All the protesting in the world ain't gonna save this land. It cannot be cleansed of the blood that was shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it, man. And that's the end of the whole matter. This is what the God of the Bible is coming back to do, shed blood. The scriptures say, woe to Babylon, woe to that bloody city. It's all full of lies. Ain't no peace coming. St. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And that's what season we living in. You want to know what season we in? We in the season of the God of the Bible shedding blood, man. All right? Making war. Tearing up things. We in the season of more earthquakes. We in the season of more tornadoes. Uproars of the people. All right, look, it ain't going to calm down. Because what did the God of the Bible say again? St. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. That's the season that we're living in. And that sword represents destruction. So the only thing that's going to come to this place is destruction, man. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother. You look, this is what season we in. If you're measuring the time, you should already know what season we in, right? And the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes, meaning his enemies, shall be they of his own household. And that's what season we in. And the only thing you got to do is go outside, and you'll see everything that the scriptures are saying is coming to pass. Ain't nobody getting along. Ain't nobody getting along. Look, except for the brothers, the brotherhood, that small remnant. Everybody else is at each other's throats. Why? Because the scriptures say what? The love of many shall wax cold. I get that right quick. St. Matthew 24. And 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That's the season that we're in. The love of many is waxing cold. People getting ready to start getting at each other soon come. They're getting at each other now. They're getting at each other now. No holds barred. So our mind is being prepared for the things that the God of the Bible's got coming down the pipeline. And once again, the Lord said, his counsel shall stand. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, shall be among them. And they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor. And his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. Civil unrest, race riots, anarchy. Look, all that is coming. Why? Because that's the season that we're living in. That's the season that we're living in, Israel. Reality. Look, it's real out here. Reality. Everybody wanted to live in a fantasy world, you know. Nah. Reality. Reality is here to stay, alright? Forget the bread and circus. Reality is here, Israel. Face reality. 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And go back to the word prophecy, it means to say before. The men of the Lord are telling you what season we're in. Regardless if you want to acknowledge it or not. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, meaning unbelief, these people don't believe that we're telling them what season we're in. They think it's a different season. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's what season we're in. To where the Israelites that don't believe in his word going to die in their unfaithfulness, right? Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. That's the season that we're in. We're in the season of plagues hitting this place. Hitting the whole earth, but mainly here. Look, the guy in the Bible he got really something cooking in the kitchen for this place, man. This place been wicked for a long time. You ain't gonna stop the wickedness of this place by just walking and marching and stumping up and down the street. Nah. There's things going on behind the scenes, Israel, that you don't know about, that the men of the Lord are bringing out, but you refuse to take heed to it. So the Lord said, what? Behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world. So who's bringing all these different diseases, these different plagues? The Lord, man. That's what season we're in. The sword, which represents destruction, famine, death, and destruction. That's what season we're in, Israel. To where you're going to see a whole lot of death. You're going to see a whole lot of destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Their hurtful works are fulfilled. 14. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. Woe to the world, destruction to the world, and them that dwell therein. That's what season we in. For the sword of their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another people. That's what season we're in. We're going to have one nation standing up against another nation. That's what you see going on. And it ain't going to stop, Israel. With swords in their hands, with weapons in their hands. It's getting ready to get real. Strap on your boots. Put your thinking cap on. Look, Israel, you better pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. And you see that going on. Look up the word sedition. It means people actually exciting other people to go up against the government. That's happening right about now. Look, that's the season that we're living in, right? See, look, seasons change. It's going to go from this to more destruction to more death. Look, man, it ain't going to stop. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. That's why you see the people outside tearing everything up, not listening to the mayors, to the presidents, to the governor, the local community leaders. This is the season that we're in. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their hand, in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Martial law is getting ready to kick in. Why? Because that's the season that we're living in. Because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. That's going on. It's going to turn up though. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, invading other homes, and spoil, meaning rob, meaning take their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. All hell getting ready to break loose, more than what you're seeing now. That's what season we in, right? That's what season we in, man. And look, and nobody ain't gonna stop it. Let's jump now to the 49th verse. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee. Widowhood. A whole lot of women gonna lose their husbands, their boyfriends, their loved ones during the wars and doing these race riots and doing these tribulations, right? Poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste their houses with destruction and death. That's the season that we're living in, Israel. And it ain't gonna stop, Israel. Why? Because the Lord's counsel shall stand. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's counsel shall stand. It ain't going nowhere. You can want it to go somewhere, but it ain't gonna go nowhere. It's here to stay. All the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are here to stay. You people that bumped your head. Isaiah chapter 34 verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is the Bible, and read. No one of these shall fail. No one of these shall fail. Meaning the prophecies that I'm reading about. The race wars, the famines, the pestilence, the earthquakes. We're in that season. None shall warn her mate. The Bible stands alone. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit have gathered them. That's why you see the God of the Bible gathering his men to preach his word. The spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is gathering his leaders, man. And they're fishing with the word. See, we're in the season of fishing. You know? We're in that time, man. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, man. The Lord controls everything, man. Man goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Whatever you wake up and do, when you sleep, when you wake up, whatever you do, it was all ordained by the God of the Bible. And you can't get around that. It was all ordained. What you're doing right now is being controlled by the God of the Bible. What these people doing are being controlled. You see all these people marching, tearing up everything? It's all being orchestrated by the God of the Bible, whether you know it or not. Job chapter 33. Let's get that right quick. The things that you do are being orchestrated and being controlled by the God of the Bible. Ain't no free will. Job chapter 33, verse 15. I started 14. For Yahweh speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream. When you dreaming, you doing what? You sleeping, right? In a dream. In the vision of the night. When deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed. You getting that good sleep, right? Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instructions. Who's doing this? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. When you sleep, The God of the Bible is doing what? Sealing you with the instructions of what to do that day. Note that, cut free will all the way. See, slice and dice free will, man. That scripture alone sliced and diced free will. Then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instructions, that he may withdraw man from his purpose. Meaning whatever you thought you was going to do, the God of the Bible cut that in half. No, you're going to do what he wants you to do. He hideth pride from man. Right? By making him do what he want him to do. The counsel, meaning this word, what's the counsel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, this word? It's going to stand. That's a beautiful thing. Look, that's why we got to thank Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that he's in control of everything. We thank the Lord that he's in control of everything. We sure enough do. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. Meaning them bad times, right? Look, you marching for peace, but the God of the Bible said if it's going to be peace on earth, then it's going to come through me. You people just haven't figured that out yet. I make peace and I create evil, meaning bad times. I, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, do all these things. And look, and you can't get around that. You ain't going to be able to get around that. The Lord said, I control all these things. Everything, all means all, right? All don't mean some. All don't mean half. All means all. Right? So the God of the Bible controlling all things. From a nuke being launched to a person sitting down at a table and eating. Amos chapter 3 verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil, meaning bad times, and that's a season that we're living in. Shall there be evil, meaning bad times in the city, and the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, have not done it? So that's a season that we're living in. That's the season that we're living in. Shalom.